Model Speed Dictation, Volume 1, Exercise 3, Ready, Start. Mr. Vice Chairman, Sir, at the very outset, I cannot help pointing out that wheat procurement and distribution policy of the government of India has been marked by a stop-go attitude both in respect of governmental as well as private trade effort. Almost overnight, a decision was taken at the AICC session held in Bombay in December 1969 that government should take over the procurement and distribution of wheat through state agencies. I am aware that even earlier the ruling party was wedded to this ideology. My point is that the decision was arrived at without adequate homework. It is one thing to formulate resolutions and another to implement them. A political party can more easily indulge in the pastime of drawing up resolutions than for any government to translate the resolutions into effective action. Our Prime Minister took a hard decision to modify this policy so that the objectives of procuring enough wheat for public distribution system and take care of the vulnerable sections of the people are served fully through procurement efforts on the part both of state agencies and private trade. However, anyone who was following the development readily recognized that quite a few state governments either did not understand the intent behind the new policy or were unwilling to make it a success for reasons of their own. In fact, the policy, to the extent it was implemented, was confined to two states, Punjab and Haryana. The home state of the Prime Minister has hardly contributed to the public distribution system. While saying this, I should like to add that the trade organizations overpitched the claim to procure wheat. I can understand governmental machinery making wrong estimates about the wheat crop and the procurement possibilities, but it is extraordinary that the trade should have made such a grievous error. Possibly the trader thought it politics to exaggerate its capabilities so that it might be acceptable to the authorities on the one hand and also pursued the farmers to part with their stocks on the other. Once a psychology of plenty was created, the farmer in India is no less a businessman than a trader. He was quick enough to assess the situation and sit on the stocks for larger grains. According to one estimate, even today 30 to 40% of marketable surplus is yet to come into the market. This is one side of the picture. There is another point to be kept in mind. It is that the production of coarse grain this year has been fairly satisfactory. With the removal of interstate restrictions in the movement of these grains, their prices in deficit areas have been kept at reasonable levels. It is not merely the question of price level but also of availability. The consumers therefore retreated back to their staple diet, namely coarse grains. This has eased the pressure on the public distribution system so far as supply of wheat is concerned. Stop.